Hello everyone and welcome to A Slice of My Life. This is mail call. It's a pretty big box all the way from Korea. Now I'm not gonna flip it over because this is such a huge box and I don't want to share my postage information with you guys. So I'm going to open it as best as I can this way so I wouldn't spoil the surprise. You know, I really hate it whenever this residue from tape gets onto your knife. It just irks the shit out of me. And I always have a hard time cleaning it off after. I hate it. Okay, that was possibly one of the messiest unboxings or unpackagings I've ever done. Such a huge box, so much bubble wrap, crappy tape, just all to protect this one tin can. So as clear as day, you guys can see this is a GLM TEC product and this is the Geometrix Spinner all the way from Korea. I actually saw this when Jong Un posted it in, I think it was the Daily Fidget, and he asked if anyone was interested in a sexy piece of stainless steel, and I said, count me in, because I was so drawn in by the design itself. So I'm just going to lift off the lid and show you guys what the Geometrix Spinner is all about. Nice pouch. I never expected a pouch. There we have it, the Geometrix Spinner, all the way inside here in a Ziploc bag and a ring of foam and authenticity card. There, designed by Jong Un, and I believe that Un is his surname. I might be wrong, but I think it's Jong Un. Machined by GLM TEC, 304 stainless steel, machine finish and signature. There is a sticker as well, GLM TEC sticker. Put that aside, put this aside, put this one back in the case, and we are going to take the spinner out of the Ziploc bag. And right off the bat, this is a small spinner, but look at that machining goodness. Wow. Alright, in case you guys are confused, there are a lot of steps. These are all just raised steps. So there's one right here, another one here, and the highest one up here. So total of 3 steps. Let's see if I do this. Yeah, so you can see it a bit clearer right there. But the way it reflects light is just exquisite. Wow. And the buttons, okay, the buttons are not bad. Jong Un, I'm sorry. From pictures that you showed, I really honestly thought the buttons were going to be super small. I thought the buttons were going to be smaller than the stubby buttons, in fact. But they are not. They are actually pretty okay. So, pleasantly surprised. Now, it's all angled cuts on the sides. Does feel a little bit sharp, but not cutting sharp. It's going to open up the buttons and let's check out the bearing retention system. It is a press fit R188 bearing. I don't know if this is glued in place. I kind of don't want to try. I'm just applying a bit of pressure and nothing seems to be happening, so I think it might be glued in place somehow. Those machining marks, so those are the winner. Look at that. It's just awesome. Oh, you know what? I should grab a portal, shouldn't I? Okay, let me just put the buttons back on and then grab a portal just to have a look. And here we have the portal. Almost the same height. The portal actually has all these angled cuts, but this is rounded off right here. And this has steps up here, and this is an asymmetrical design. As you can see, it's a little bit more like an S shape, but the portal is a symmetrical design. But those machining marks, so these two are like distant cousins. Look at that. It's just awesome. Right, time for a spin, shall we? Now, I usually like to hold any kind of wave style spinner with the curved edge out here or the protruding edge out here so I can rest my middle finger on it to give it a preloaded flick. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's go. Oh. Spin response is nice. Very nice. Look at the light reflection, guys. Look. I'm gonna just tilt it around. Wow, it's spinning really, really well. I am surprised. Very, very pleasantly surprised. Wow, look at that. Looks like a mega whirlpool. It's really cool. Wow. Okay, fidgeting with it this way is not so bad. Alright, I'm gonna switch it over so I can change the orientation and let's try it out for a little bit. Okay, I don't seem to be able to flick it as comfortably as the other side because I keep landing here. So let's just see. Oh, that's not too bad either. Oh, very nice. Not so much wobble. I'm pleasantly surprised. It's actually pretty good. Wow. Okay. First impressions are pretty good for this spinner. And even if I have my finger right here on this sharp edge, when I perform the preloaded flick, it's not hurting me. Well, not at least right now. Very impressed. Very, very impressed with this Geometrix spinner. I like the buttons. They have very unique designs. I was kind of hoping to get the original buttons that I saw that was on this spinner, but this actually works out quite well. Jong Un, once again, these buttons are way better than I actually imagined and I expected, so good job on this. I know that Jong Un's the designer and it's manufactured by GLM TEC in Korea. As usual, everyone, I'm going to put this on my EDC for the next week and I'll check back in with you guys and let you all know what I really think about this Geometrix spinner, but so far, very good. I like it. Catch you guys soon.
One eternity later.
Well, it hasn't actually been an eternity. It has been at least 3 weeks and a dinner since I first did my unboxing and impressions of the Geometrix spinner. And the reason why I mentioned dinner is because I actually met Jong Un in person. You guys who have been following my channel would have seen the spinner dinner video that I did. That's Jong Un in person and he's the guy that designed this Geometrix spinner. It is machined by GLM but designed by Jong Un. Here's a little something extra that I did not mention in that video. Jong Un was hoping to get his hands on one of the unicorn tiers, but it was sold out. He did, however, manage to get his hands on one of the gold brew drinks, but at the same time he did find out that the Spiffy Dapper had a new drink called the Malaya's Blood and he helped me get one. So this is what the Malaya's Blood looks like. And I think it's pretty apt because I'm actually filming this on National Day here in Singapore and the Malayan is the national, I guess you could call it, mythical animal of the country. So here we go, Malayan Blood. Pretty cool. Got some silvery thing. I'm not gonna drink this because this is more of a collector's piece, so I guess I'm gonna just put this aside just to keep and because it looks good. Yeah, so thank you Jong Un for helping me get one of these. You're awesome, man. I'll try and see if I have time to drop by the Spiffy Dapper again, and if I do and they have the unicorn tiers in stock, I will get one for you and send it over. So yes, I was mentioning it has been quite a while since then, and from then till now I've actually got myself another one of these Geometrix spinners, and this one is actually in titanium. You guys can see the slight difference, and at first I wasn't really looking to get the titanium version because in pictures it looked really dull compared to the stainless steel version, but when I saw it in person, and of course when I saw that Jong Un managed to get a 5-minute spin time on the titanium version, I was blown away and I was like, okay, you know what, sold, completely sold. Please put me down for one of these titanium Geometrix spinners. And so yeah, here it is. And I'm gonna just undo the buttons on the titanium version so I can show you guys the cool numbering that it has. So I got number 39 out of 40. There we go. Jong Un owns number 40 out of 40 and I got number 39. So there are apparently a few left. I think only about 15 as of this video, or maybe even less, I'm not so sure. But if you guys are interested, the only way to get a titanium version is through GLM's Facebook page. So as always, I will put links in the video description below on where you can get one of these and one of these. These are available through the Spinetics website. They are available in stainless steel and brass, and the titanium version is available directly through the GLM Facebook page. Now here's a cool thing that I found out as well, that the bearing is not glued in, it is press fit. Just before the meetup with Jong Un, he was actually asking if I had any bar spinners that I could bring that featured a press fit bearing, and I realized that there wasn't really a press fit bearing, most of it were glued in. And that led to me finding out that the Geometrix spinners are actually press fit. And you know, in order to be able to get such a smooth and long spin on a spinner like that is press fit, it's just speaks so much of the machining quality. That means that the tolerances are absolutely perfect. It's almost impossible. I've not seen it done very well, and this is the first time, so I'm really impressed by this. So good job to both Jong Un and the Geometrix team for actually machining this. That's precision right there. Now I'm just gonna bring this closer a little bit so you guys can see the slight differences between stainless steel version and the titanium version. You can actually see the circular machining marks. I think someone mentioned to me before that it is called face or surface milling. So whoever it was, thank you so much for pointing that out to me. Surface milling on this is very beautiful, but you can see very fine marks here that are not as visible on the stainless steel version. So if you are one to really enjoy the circular marks, you're gonna love the titanium version. Now the next thing I will mention is that the buttons are also in titanium, but the titanium version comes with a spare set of buttons in stainless steel because it has this really crazy, very beautiful machining to it. Look, I mean, that's just awesome. But I think that because these are so intricate that it is going to be quite hard to machine in titanium, so that is why these are actually in stainless steel, but they come together with the titanium version of the Geometrix if any of you are interested. So very quickly, I'm going to give you guys a size comparison versus a stubby. Yeah, I changed the buttons out on a stubby. I'm actually using the V1.5 origin buttons and I stonewashed it as well, so it looks pretty solid. I think it's a very nice combination. But here we go, the Geometrix spinners are about the same height as a stubby, slightly narrower definitely. but still very fidgetable. Now in terms of the width of it, it's all comparable. Yep. Now, in order not to bore you guys because I'm talking about two spinners right now, the spin time that I'm getting for the stainless steel version on a two-handed table spin is about 4 to 5 minutes each time, which is not bad. For the titanium version, I'm actually getting about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm not sure how Jong Un was able to get 5 minutes, but I saw it in person and that was just mind-blowingly amazing. So 5 minutes on a titanium bar spinner is quite a feat. You know, when you consider things like how light this thing is and, you know, its design and everything, it's just amazing how it got 5 minutes. And I kid you not, it was 5 minutes and 5 seconds. So, really mind-blown. And just really awesome in general. Now on to the fidgetability of this. I'll talk about the stainless steel version first, then I'll talk about the titanium version. So stainless steel version, like I mentioned in the first impressions part of the video, this spinner actually is quite fun to fidget with. It's pretty comfortable. There are some solid hard edges here and there, especially in the middle right here, even though it is an angled cut and you could consider this a chamfer as well, but it is not sharp. So I think the finishing is done quite well. Even the corners here, at first, you might assume that it's going to be sharp, but you don't feel anything when you're fidgeting with it, so that's actually pretty cool. Now, I mentioned that I like to hold the Geometrix with the curved edge out like this, and that's just my preferred way of holding it, but I also realized that even though this is slightly asymmetrical, it really did not matter to me. The differences aren't that obvious, so it's quite a nice touch, I suppose. Like, this gives you a little flat area, but this has a little nub. So it really just is super fun to fidget with, and I'm really liking it. Like, it's light, it's small, it's very comfortable, very pocketable, and it feels good in the hand. Because of all these raised edges over here, they just feel good. So I'm really enjoying it quite a lot. So as I was saying, preloaded flicks, as well as pushing forward, no problem at all. Even if you're holding it the other way around, it's completely fine. Very fidgetable, I kid you not. These angled edges here and here really help to lead your finger into a nice resting spot. It's really interesting that I'm using the word lead into it because you see how it curves this way, and then you just land up right here. So I guess leading is the right word to use. It just leads my finger right there. See? Quite cool. It's quite an enjoyable experience. I didn't think it was going to be this fidgetable, I have to be honest with you. I thought that it was going to be a little bit uncomfortable because of all these machining raised edges and stuff like that, but really quite fun. Now on to the middle finger and thumb grip. Fidgeting with the fourth finger back and forth, no problem as well. But because I don't have a lot of control over my fourth finger, I think a lot of us suffer from the same finger dexterity issue, that I'm not able to get a good grip when it is the smaller edge. But if I swap it over to the bigger, flatter edge, it's a lot better for me. But you know, then again, it could be a subconscious thing. I just grab the spin out of my pocket and just start to fidget away. Now, if I fidget with my index finger, front and back, absolutely no problem, because no matter what, these curved edges over here really help to provide a good spot to rest your finger on to regenerate your spin. So this is actually really fun too. One of the spinners that allow me to have a more fun experience using my index finger pushing and pulling this way. Not every spinner gives me the same kind of satisfaction, but this one actually is pretty fun to play with. Now moving on to the titanium version. It is everything that the stainless steel version is, just that it is much lighter. It is almost half the weight. I mean, I don't really have the exact specs, and I'm sorry, and you guys know I don't really have a little micro weighing scale, but just going by sheer gut feel, this is so fidgetable. And the sound though, listen to this. And I love it. Oh, look at their reflection. Oh. Now listen to the stainless steel version. They both give a very nice whirring sound, but it's a lot more pronounced on the titanium version. This one rings a little bit more. There's like a higher pitch singing sound, ringing sound from the spinner frame. That is not present on the titanium version, but the titanium version just whirs so much and I love it. They're both really different in terms of spin characteristics. The titanium one is able to get super high speed spins because of its weight. I mean, that's just really awesome. You're just able to just give it a good solid flick and then you go BAM and it spins so fast. Just look at that. Well, the stainless steel version doesn't get you such a high speed, but you get the same inertia that most stainless steel spinners have, where it's, you know, going to give you a longer spin time. It's harder to start but harder to stop as well. And they both feel so different in hand, even though they are both so smooth. I mean, you can't deny that. Look at that, guys. Look. So if I were to compare the spin reflections then, the titanium version is giving me sort of a slight light grayish, more silvery kind of a reflection, but the stainless steel version is giving me something like that's more white, more chromish. It's just so reflective and so bling. So I thought it was really, really awesome. Now, before I give you guys my verdict, I guess I will just let you guys see what the spinner looks like with the other button set. So remove the titanium buttons on this, grab the spare stainless steel button set and screw it down. Ta-da! And I personally really like this button because it gives me so much tactile response. There's just so many different edges here. It feels so good in hand. You know, it's just wonderful. I really like this. And these were the buttons that I was hoping that Jong Un would have, included with the stainless steel version. But, for the price point, this was gonna be it. Like, this is really worth every single dollar, and if he were to include these buttons as well and to machine that, I'm pretty sure he'll make a loss. But this, to be included with the titanium version, this, no regrets at all. This is really awesome, and I love the fact that it is included with the titanium version, so really I'm not regretting my purchase at all whatsoever. Just beautiful. Now guys, on to my final verdict of the Geometrix spinners. Stainless steel version is going for $74.99 on the SPINNERTEC's website, as well as a brass version, which is also very beautifully machined. You guys should just check that out. It's just amazing. I did not even know that this kind of machining marks was possible on brass, but it is possible because now we have proof. The Geometrix in brass is going for $64.99, also on the SPINNERTEC's website. And for the titanium version, it is available through the GLM Facebook page, and I got mine for $100. So I believe that is $100 plus another about $6 for PayPal fees and stuff, and then plus your shipping. So if you guys are interested, please make sure you check the links in the video description below. I will provide links to all of those things that you need to go ahead and purchase your own Geometrix spinner. You will not regret it. I really did not regret my purchase. Like, let's be honest guys, if I got the stainless steel version and I did not like it, I wouldn't have gotten the titanium version, right? Now, I was lucky because I was able to handle this, and then I was able to handle this in person before actually putting my money down for this. But I was so impressed with it when I tried it out in person that I was like, okay, this is something that I really need to have. So I really couldn't help it, and I got one of each. So that's really just confessing to you guys. There is also a limited run of aluminum versions, but those are no longer available. They're completely sold out, but they are available. I think they were available, I should say, in black and in red as well. There were only 16 of those made. So those of you who are watching this video who were one of the lucky few people to get one of those, damn it, I'm kind of jealous now. I wish I had every single one just for collection now, but oh well. So final verdict guys, do I think that it is worth it? Now you have to consider things such as the machining quality on the spinner frame as well as the buttons, the fact that it is a press fit R188 bearing retention system, press fit not glued in, all across the brass, stainless steel and titanium versions. Just for that, and for the price of $74.99, $64.99 on the brass and $100 for a titanium version, guys, that is just worth it. In my opinion, worth every dollar. It is honestly a pretty fun spinner to own, very fidgetable, very pocketable. Comes with a pouch, a tin. Oh yeah, I even forgot to show you guys the titanium version. So titanium version comes with a card as well, a COA card, and it also comes in a tin case like that with the foam. It's numbered on the top, it comes with a sticker, and it comes with a pouch that looks like this. If you consider all of that, it's just really value for money, guys. I know it's a little bit expensive for some of you, but this is really quality. Machine in Korea is also another point. Machining in Korea is gonna be a little bit more expensive, but at the same time, you're paying for really, really good quality machining. Look at that. It's just flawless. Flawless, look. Just so awesome, guys. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. And I'm gonna say it for like the third or maybe the fourth time. The links in the video description below. Go check them out if you're interested in getting one of the Geometrix spinners for yourself. I hope that I provided enough information for you to decide whether or not the Geometrix spinner is a spinner for you. I like it. That's my personal opinion. I liked it so much that I got the stainless steel version and then I got the titanium version, and I'm not regretting the titanium version because I also got these awesome buttons as well. Worth every dollar in my opinion, and these are going to be keepers in my collection. And that's about it, everyone. Have a good week ahead, and I will catch you in the next slice of my life. Spin on, everyone. Bye. I've got some extra information I want to share with you guys. If you head on down to the GLM Facebook page, you'll find that there are pictures of an upcoming possible try version of the Geometrix spinner. So that's one thing that I wanted to share with you that I forgot. And at the same time, Jong Un is also taking pre-orders for a new concept spinner, I suppose. It is a dual spinner kind of thing. It was my idea, but everything else is done by him. The design, the machining's all by GLM TEC, and he's taking pre-orders right now. And I think there are only like 4 slots or 3 slots left. This is just a one-off project that Jong Un was wanting to do because he tried out the split brain and I thought it was really cool. So I just wanted to give him a shout out for that as well because I'm backing that one up. It's I think about $160, but knowing how fun the split brain is, and seeing how fidgetable the Geometrix itself is, I was like, hey man, if you can make it happen, make it happen. And he says, you know, it's going to be just a one-off thing. So if you guys are interested, make sure you go onto the GLM Facebook page and check it out and get yourself on the pre-order list before it closes, because it's only going to be limited to like, I think 20 pieces, and there are only currently about 4 left, I think. Yeah, so keep that in mind, everyone. That's about it. Hey, that titanium one's spinning for really long, isn't it? Bye.